But if there is one thing I can do for them, for the dead, it is to win, and keep winning until I attain my dream, a dream they clung to and risked their lives for.
Power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. When given a path to all one desires, it takes an exceptional soul to resist the temptation. For nothing in this life comes easy, and sacrifice is required to have it. Sometimes people sacrifice themselves for the benefit of others, and sometimes those same people get tired and begin to realize there is an easier path to power. This Faustian bargain may seem easy in the short term, but after a while, all that is left is a husk of a man who shook the hand of the devil. The realization that their desire is all they have left, and the things they took for granted like love and peace are now foreign concepts, one they will never understand. Today, we are going to be talking about a character from one of my favorite series, Griffith, and his more sinister form, Femto, and seeing how powerful he is using documented feats to quantify his power. If you're enjoying content like this, if you're enjoying my videos, I would love for you to drop a like, comment, and subscribe to be updated every time I post. But without further ado, I don't want to bore your head off with begging you to subscribe. Please subscribe! Let's get into it. Griffith is a true Renaissance man, someone with immense charisma, a young man who was able to create the most formidable mercenary group, the Band of the Hawks. This group was able to perform missions that no one thought they were able to accomplish, partly because it was stacked with some of the most formidable fighters in Berserk history, like Guts, Casca, and many others. But the thing that kept these very different personalities together, focused on one mission with the conviction to lay their lives down for the cause if necessary, was Griffith. Described as possessing an ambiguous beauty, being prettier than any female, he could be in one moment as playful as a child and speak like a philosopher, but then he is a general giving orders. He is a man of many faces, all of them beautiful. This ability to captivate anyone willing to gaze upon his eyes and listen to his words at first gave Griffith this sense of responsibility, feeling that he alone is responsible for the death of his subordinates because they ran to their deaths for him and for his dream. This caused extreme mental anguish in Griffith, to the extent that he was willing to sacrifice his dignity just to save one life. This same realization gave Griffith the justification to later sacrifice the lives and afterlives of his closest allies, branding and condemning them to death, being ripped apart by demons and giving their soul to the godhand to achieve his dream. The same dream that they were willing to lay their lives down for anyways, so why not do it in his own terms? Before his demonic rebirth, Griffith was a master swordsman, tactician, and leader. His power wasn't brute force, but it was his unparalleled skill and strategic mind. While Griffith was not superhuman, his strength before his Femto transformation was at peak human capability. He was able to defeat Guts, a warrior of immense strength, in their first encounter. Guts at this point was so powerful, he was capable of killing dozens of soldiers, which would require a force of a small truck. Griffith's ability to parry all of Guts' attacks and dislocate his shoulder shows that he could match and redirect immense kinetic energy. He was also able to 2v1 Nosferatu Zod with Guts and survive. Zod is a battle-hardened demon, with the sole purpose of killing and going from battlefield to battlefield, being able to wipe out armies single-handedly. Both Griffith and Guts gave Zod enough of a challenge to gain Zod's respect, which Zod claimed was extremely rare. Griffith's speed was his greatest physical asset. He could effortlessly parry the swing of Guts' massive sword and move with grace that baffled his opponents. One of his most impressive feats was shooting and reloading a crossbow twice in quick succession, killing 2 men before they could attack Guts. This kind of reaction time and speed is far beyond that of a normal person. As a human, Griffith had peak human durability. His durability was a reflection of his endurance and will, allowing him to survive grueling battles. He was also able to survive being tortured for years, although let's be honest, he was pretty cooked after that. But, he didn't die, and he still survived that excruciating torture. Griffith's attack potency is derived from his precision and skill. His single, narrow-bladed sword is not a weapon of mass destruction, but in his hands he could bypass armor and strike vital points. When he wounded the immortal apostle Zod, it was a testament to his sheer skill, as Zod has not been wounded for over 300 years. He was also able to use this unique skill set to incapacitate Guts' arms to be able to finally beat him in their first duel. Where Griffith's skills truly shine was his battle IQ. I would say it was probably god tier, even as a human. He was undefeated on the battlefield as a commander, who could defeat armies of 30,000 men with only 5,000. This level of tactical genius is compared to military strategists who completely redefined warfare. He was also a master manipulator, able to read anybody in situations flawlessly, instantly knowing who attempted to kill him and responding without alerting suspicion that he was behind the deaths of the king's brother and nephew. Griffith's movesets and ability as a mortal were a combination of his swordsmanship, tactical genius, and charisma. He was a master of feints, parries, and quick, decisive strikes. His greatest ability, however, was his leadership, which inspired unwavering loyalty from his followers and allowed him to manipulate entire kingdoms to achieve his goals. So we went over how strong Griffith is as a human. But, sweet summer child, if you thought that was it, you're wrong. One of Griffith's most, I would say, demonic transformations was when he gained the Wings of Darkness, after his Femto transformation. After sacrificing the Band of the Hawks, Griffith was reborn as Femto, a member of the godhand. This transformation took him from a master human to a being with reality-warping powers. As Femto, his physical strength is immeasurable and largely irrelevant. He was shown to be able to manipulate gravity itself, compressing multiple apostles into a tiny ball, then crushing them out of existence. This feat is largely unquantifiable, but given the fact that some of these apostles can probably wipe armies casually, at least multi-human level, probably city level, most of these apostles, so this is probably a pretty ridiculous feat. The thing about Griffith that people don't understand is that his strength is not really his body. It's not really his muscles. It's his control over causality and space. Femto's speed is effectively infinite. He's not bounded by the physical world. He can warp reality to avoid attacks. He can be in multiple places at once, and his movements are based off manipulating space, not on physical acceleration. He was able to defeat King Joltor and cut Zod's arm off before anyone could react, even when they were in close proximity. In terms of durability, Femto is a transcendental being. Physical attacks, including Guts' Dragon Slayer, were unable to harm him directly, and the only known exception to this was the Sword of Actuation, wielded by Skull Knight, which is capable of tearing space itself. When this attack hit Femto, he simply redirected the spatial tear to kill the giant Ganishka. This makes his durability on the absolute level. That means he can negate and redirect any physical harm. His body is more of an idea than a physical concept. Femto's attack potency is astronomical. His ability to manipulate causality and space allow him to destroy opponents by thought. He can compress objects out of existence, and his greatest feat was merging the physical and astral world. This event, known as the Great Roar of the Astral World, altered the geography of the entire planet and created his kingdom of Falconia. Because this feat reshaped the world on a global scale, it's often scaled by fans to be multi-continental to planetary levels of destruction or reality warping. Femto's battle IQ transcends mere strategy at this point and enters the realm of manipulating causality. He sees all possible outcomes and manipulates events to ensure victory. Skull Knight states that trying to challenge a member of the God Hand is like a character from a book challenging the author. Femto's intelligence isn't about predicting a battle, it's about writing the outcome himself. Griffith's journey from human to demon represents a shift from peak human skill to cosmic levels of reality warping. As a human, his power was based off physical ability and tactical genius, allowing him to defeat armies and challenge a mortal apostle. His true power, however, was unlocked when he became Femto. His strength became the ability to warp gravity, his speed became the ability to manipulate space, and his durability became complete immunity to physical harm. In his final form, Griffith is not just a powerful warrior, he is a force of nature, a being who can bend reality to his will, a power that dwarfs any human or physical explosive, and is truly deserving of the title God Tier.
My dream. My dream is already smeared with blood. I don't regret, I don't feel guilty, but I'd rather sacrifice myself than watch any more innocent children die in the name of my dream.
Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you guys liked this video because I enjoyed writing the script. I love Berserk. I love the characters from Berserk. So if you're enjoying content like this, I really appreciate it if you were to drop a like, comment, subscribe, all of the social obligations that I am subtly forcing you to do because I'm asking you very nicely to do it. Thank you so much. Peace.